Hi, this is Melissa with Wilhoit Training. Thanks for joining me to take a look at the Certify Wizard in OneSite. Now I'd like to show you how to run a trial certification for recertification. So to do this, I need to find my resident. And click View and go to the Certifications page. In the center of the Certifications page is a blue button that says Certify. I'm going to select this button to launch the Certification Wizard. The certification type and effective date will default to what OneSite thinks is the most likely next certification. However, if you needed to change it, there is a drop-down and a calendar to do that. In this case, the system chose correctly, so we will select Next. This brings us to the household review of the Certification Wizard. So we want to review the members, the income, and the assets. In this case, there is a checking account that is no longer in effect. So I want to cancel out of this wizard and update the financial information. It'll pop up with a question. Are you sure you want to navigate away from this page? Okay. To do this, I'll need to go to my Financial tab and find Assets. There's a second checking account that is no longer valid. I have verified that this account is closed and it needs to be removed from the trial certification. So to do this, I'm going to click More and make inactive. I can use the current date as long as it is prior to the certification date. Now you'll see a check mark under the asterisk column indicating that the asset has records with future effective dates. In this case, the record is that, in this case, the record will show that the asset is no longer active. Now I'll go back to my Certifications tab and launch the Certification Wizard again. I'll select Next for the general information and do my household review again. Look at the members, the income, and the asset. Everything now shows correctly. I'll select Next. The Programs and Rent page will populate. On the top portion, you'll see a blue bar with the program set-asides. This should automatically be pre-selected because it's a recertification for the correct set-aside. However, you could make a change if necessary. In this case, we will leave it as is and look at the rent profile. We'll need to update the tenant rent. Next, we'll look at the Message Center and select the button that says Verify Tax Credits. The only message is a warning about expired verification letters. That's no problem. We'll go ahead and finish and view forms. Here's our warning saying violations will need to be handled later before a certification can be completed. Click OK. Next, your certification will pop up. The first tab is the Certification Summary. This certification is in a trial status. You'll look at the member, the income, the asset information. Then go to the second tab to look for your tick. When the tenant income certification populates, you can review it for the correct information, including effective date, move-in date, certification type, property name, address, household composition, gross annual income, income from assets. We have the red trial watermark. And then on page 2, the calculation worksheet, including determination of income eligibility, rent, student status, and program type. We'll want to go ahead and click Cancel. Now our trial certification is housed with the other certifications, and we can see that it is in a trial status. If we need to open and print it, all we need to do is click View next to that certification. Well, that's it for the certification wizard. Thanks for listening.